Hi, this is my future me and in my home studio. Is it rebuilt? Looks like new? No, not at all. See this Jespers? Um, no cables in here, just an empty 6-tier Jespers stand. Mm, what did I do? Why did I even say, well, let's make a studio tour or even a set? When at the same time I want to rebuild everything and mm, you know, the usual family issues in between. Well, well, have fun with the tour of my former studio. Um, you will see the world of Kyra. I definitely go send this back. It's still here, but in the next room. Yeah, and now my past me will talk to you in another video, and I think I will cut it a little bit down. So have fun. Hey, future me again, and a blank screen. The original audio was a little bit boring, so I decided to do a live overdub of this video. Well, what should happen, huh? There you see the world of Kyra and a lot of other gear. And I was not sure at this moment if the Kyra is a keeper or not. Things sorted out, I will get another things. Wait for me at CLOWNFEST 14, 15 to show my rebuild studio. Um, Usually I use the World of M at this place. It's my only wavetable since it sounds brilliant and I want to upgrade this to 16 voices. You see the DRM1, my first drum machine, which I do not use that often because I forgot to cable it on the back and I was too lazy to tighten the screws. No, to loosen the screws and tighten again. The World of M does not have any effects, so it's usually going to a Space Cat audio filter phase and a Kilpatrick audio redux. Here is my main mixer, which is a PtAC. Um, it's a compromise of space. Usually, I would prefer more hands-on, and yeah, it is what it is. The world of Streichfett. I'm not sure if I keep this either, having polythins and yeah. But the fusion box, this is this a keeper? It's a beast at least, and I'm not able to tame it. It's actually it is too far off my hands to make the most out of it, and rewiring and rebuilding the studio will hopefully fix this issue. I would like to use it more. Look at this fancy tube. Of course, you need this in your studio. Yeah. Look at my tube. My tube is amazing. So, do you recognize the SP16 Pioneer DJ to Rise series? I'm not a sample guy, but this sounds super dope. And for one-shot samples, if I want to fire it, the pads are great, and I use it as a filter on my drum sounds, usually on all of my drum sounds. Speaking of filters, behind there is the Iodine Core 4 from NIIO Analog, which is for my kick and my bass synths only. It adds a nice saturation. I love this FET transistor setting saturation on my kick drum, and side chaining by turning one knob. Super hands on, super good sounding. I love it. I really love it. So here's another filter. It's yeah, I think it's the most precise filter of all filters I've got, the Shipman Ebb and Flute. Unfortunately, it's a mono filter, or yeah, you can use a dual mono, but there are two different filter characteristics. Would love to have a second one, but man, they're pricey and um, yeah, I love the sound. It has a super nice saturation. The all pass filter gives a nice phasing effect if you want, and I should sample this thing more, but I'm not a sample guy. I have to force myself more into samples, I guess. My end of chain effect is the octa track, where the drum and the melody is separated and goes into there. I use it for transitions, recording a loop, and use the fader to switch between the live audio and the looped audio. And the octa track goes straight into the OTO boom for compression and saturation, giving it the last punch. And yeah, this goes back into my mixer. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know. Actually, I could direct plug it into the um, monitors. Here you see the Grenadier RA9. It's a kind of one trick pony for vowely acid sounds. Um, it sounds simply sounds amazing. And here is this all of yeah, one that can do it all. One of the most precise techno-based synthesizers I found, the Pulse 2, actually as analog synthesizer, which is affordable or was affordable. This is a really great one, super precise. Hey, my sequencer, the Squab Apex. It used to be my main sequencer for all the stuff, for all my stuff, but I don't like it for drums, so I keep this for yeah, simply sequencing polysynths, and it's coupled with another sequencer you'll see in a moment. So here is my one of my most used drum machines, the Jomox Alpha Bass. Sounds amazing. And it's again sample based, and I use mostly the stock samples of this machine, which are okay, but I wish I was a sample guy. And this is my favorite bass synthesizer. It's not that precise. It's dirty, it's raw, it's industrial. It's the Polyvox Pro. It has the kind of edge. It has a famous filter. It's and it has an issue. Sometimes it drops really low in frequency, and I don't know if this is a defective MIDI cable or if the synth has a defect. I hope not. Yeah, I really love it. Even for acid sounds, I can really make good acid. Oh, there's my promised other sequencer, the famous Sequentix Circlone. Yeah, I was on the waiting list, and finally it's here. I I'm able to unify all my drum sequencing, the alpha bass. I could even sequence the Pioneer to Rise with it, which I haven't done yet. Um, all my monosynths are running through there. I love this editing for monosynths on this machine. And another high class machine behind there is the Vertice from ESL. Another filter, again, it's a stereo filter. or 3 monofilters in row. It has a super nice saturation. It has 2 filter characteristics, switchable. Everything feels sturdy, big, and it's it's just a lot of fun to turn those knobs and flip those switches. It's a big boy filter bank, I have to say. And yeah. So I said I don't like sample-based drum sounds, so I went for the techno system and I heavily modified it. First of all, I ripped off the drum sequencer and put the Circlone modules into, which gives me more space to fill up with something else, and is way more flexible than the old sequencer and integrates better with other MIDI sequencing, especially muting, and so can everything done from a center sequencer. I replaced several modules, especially the toms, the snare, and the kick. I didn't like the snare. The kick, you can get the same 99 kick sounds from a WMD Crater. And here you see my main output from Bifaco and WMD muscle compressor next to it. This replaces the Lynx module, which is basically in the original system just 5 attenuators of a signal, and you need an external mixer or external headphone yeah, solution, I don't know how to call it. So there's no headphone jack in the original techno system. And yeah, the techno system is my go-to machine, and it's my centerpiece. So, and for acid, my acid is there hidden under the desk. The bassline 3 from Acid Lab, which is a 303 clone, and next to it is the boom bass, which is modified 303 with a second oscillator, ring mod options, LFOs, but no inbuilt sequencer. I use this bassline 3 to sequence this one and to have played the same acid line twice. But sorry, not in my jam for this CLOWNFEST. Yeah, but you hear it on other recordings from me. And last but not least, my effects, pedalboard, some Moga Fogers, another filter which I use as a high pass filter for the lead synthesizer, and a hidden patch bay where I put all my effects so that I can easily connect any monothins to my effects. And please notice the bug brand PT delay, which is the red box, and it's a very nice sounding delay. Yeah. All those gear I've got, I want to unify in one Jesper stand. As you have seen, it's here, but it's still empty. Yeah, maybe next CLOWNFEST, next studio tour, you will see everything again. So thanks a lot, guys and gals, and have a nice time, and I wish you a great CLOWNFEST. Thank you. Bye bye.